Hey guys, how goes? Martin here. We got to talk about something important. It's not flashy or fancy. It is a sure sign of brake failure that you cannot ignore. This applies to virtually every vehicle on the road. It could happen overnight, it could happen while you're driving, it could happen imperceptibly. But the biggest sign is when you press that brake pedal, it no longer feels firm. It should have a firm bottom to it and the car responds well. If it begins to feel a little soft or mushy, or the fact that there is no bottom, if it sort of keeps slowly sinking towards the floor, that means that brake line pressure is going somewhere. It should not have suddenly more pedal travel. You shouldn't have to push further on that pedal. That's a sure sign that there's a big problem. Our example vehicle is a 2005 Chevy Silverado Z71. I bought this truck actually because it's got an L33 block, which would make a great engine swap. But the truck actually turned out to be a good additional work truck. Being an Alberta truck, it has seen a lot of winters and cold weather and slush and snow and grime and hockey, of course. And all of that means rust. Now, leaks could be coming from a number of different areas. It could be coming from the fittings, it could be coming from the brake lines, it could be coming from a bleeder screw, it could be coming from the actual brake cylinders. But in this case, it was brutally obvious that it was a brake line. A brake line itself could fail for a number of reasons. In this case, it was corrosion, it could be the fittings, or maybe somebody just doesn't like you very much. Now that brake fluid reservoir only has so much fluid in it, so every time you pump the brakes, fluid is being sent out of it. It's going to go lower and lower and lower. It's like sands through the hourglass. You literally are on a timer. If your car still has braking, you can probably limp it a little bit, but you're going to have to top up that brake fluid. And you know that every time you brake, it's sending fluid all over the place on the road somewhere. This is a bad situation. This is not like losing power steering or power braking where you just have to push a little harder and it'll be okay. The fluid that moves your brakes is gone. That means that there is nothing moving your brakes. The only thing left is to pull the handbrake and you're going to activate your emergency brakes via like a cable to the back. You have to pull over, you have to find that leak, you have to stop that leak. You could replace that section of brake line. It's not the hardest job in the world. You can usually get brake line from a local parts store that they sell it in different lengths, and you just have to bend it and then replace that line, fitting on either end of it. Get it done, don't wait. You cannot wait.